I'm able to take a kindergartner who cannot hear the difference in speech. When they hear a sentence, they don't realize that's made up of words, and then they don't understand that the words are made up of individual sounds. This is so essential for our youngest learners.
We know based on national assessments that 2/3 of our fourth grade children are reading below grade level. Literacy is the gateway to society, so if we have that many children not reading proficiently or not reading on grade level, it's a huge problem.
For too many years, ineffective reading instruction has been used. Instruction that really meant students were guessing at the words. They weren't reading them, and every student deserves to learn to read.
This is a systemic problem. This is not any issue of blame for anyone being responsible for it. Not one group has caused any of the slow literacy, but all groups together are responsible for coming together and creating the solution. There's pretty much one reason someone doesn't learn to read, and it's because they weren't taught. The people responsible for teaching them weren't given the professional knowledge of how to do that most effectively.
So really that's where the Reading League comes in, to provide the information so that teachers do know how to teach reading effectively.
In so many spaces, I started off as a fourth grade teacher, and I took for granted how many times my students were coming to me and I expected for them to be reading proficiently. And I realized I've got to start teaching foundational skills. I have to start working on teaching them how to attack these words differently. We have to get students competent, and then they become confident readers, and then they become joyous readers.
The mission of the Reading League is to advance the awareness, understanding, and use of evidence-aligned reading instruction.
We need to be a nonprofit because then we are focused on our mission. We're not driven by making money, and we can be hyper-focused on making sure that the schools and the teachers are able to learn this information.
The Reading League breaks down highly technical knowledge into an easy to understand and easy to implement process.
The science of reading came from linguistics, communication sciences, cognitive psychology, neuroscience. And so the Reading League acts as a conduit between the science of reading and gets it directly to the teachers.
The Reading League has chosen to work with the entire school system instead of teaching children one at a time, so that they are able to apply the science of reading and the evidence base at a systems level and at a classroom level.
All the people within the school are now working together to make change happen. And then the people who wrap around those school districts, everyone is becoming aware, and that is making massive change in our literacy numbers.
We customize what they need. We go in and we teach the content, but then we also help them implement that. And what that looks like for each school system is going to be different.
We work to close the gap for educators to take the technical writing and make it implementable in a normal, everyday classroom. Donations and contributions from individuals make the Reading League possible. These funds allow us to work in partnerships with other groups. They allow us to develop guidance and resources to provide critical knowledge to teachers in everyday classrooms.
My child was at a blue ribbon school in the fourth grade and could not read. It's unacceptable, but not unusual. We were getting tutoring outside of school. She was basically getting the same kind of feedback. So I contacted the Reading League, and they were able to give us resources, and it was like a light bulb moment. The Reading League really made sure that we had everything that we needed for my daughter to succeed, and I'm so grateful for that.
It's time for us to reinvent education, and I think literacy is the way to unlock the future. Why not lay that firm foundation of literacy and give children access to their greatness, whatever those interests or passions may be? How can I not extend that opportunity for transformation to any child, adult, or educator?
The knowledge I've gained from the Reading League has made a substantial difference in my instruction. So when I start with a student, they end up being such successful readers and independent. As a teacher, I'm in it to support the children, and the Reading League allows me to do that.
In my current role, I have been working with students at the elementary school level and help with testing with DIBELS. So my moment was when I was actually seeing the students actually take the test and understanding the importance of the nonsense words and understanding the importance of decoding. Now, I know that it's more important for students to be able to sound those words out, to be able to decode them, to make nonsense words and be able to not just know words by sight or just by seeing them. Just being able to see students grow for being able to use the science of reading. I just saw how impactful it is for students at the elementary school level and how it can actually help students with understanding how to read.
If the Reading League is successful, we would have overall a more literate society, which provides more economic opportunities. It would be a more equitable society because traditionally underserved communities would have the access that they've been denied. Literacy really is the gateway to society.
We believe that all children can learn to read.
And that all teachers can learn to teach them.
Together, we can transform reading instruction, making the promise of literacy real
in every classroom, every school, and every zip code.
The Reading League is changing systems by bringing together everyone involved in reading instruction.
From educators and publishers to parents and lawmakers.
Together, we can transform how reading is taught,
ensuring every generation can fully participate in our society.
The science of reading is gaining traction,
and we need your support to keep the momentum going.
It takes a league.
Se toma un pueblo.
Se necesita una alianza.
And with your help,
we will light the path
to a better future.